Hi everyone, it's Jess. I'm going to do my persuasive speech on why I think there needs to be stricter license renewal for drivers over the age of 65. So, to begin with, a few things to note. 1 in 5 drivers in the US is over the age of 65, and older adults are twice as more likely to have a medical problem that may make driving difficult to them. Because of this, in 2019, about 8,000 older adults were killed in traffic crashes. And I know a lot of people say, well, it's just as unsafe to have young drivers on the road. You have to compare that in 2019, only about 2,400 teens aged 13 to 19 were killed in traffic accidents. And the average age for a learner's permit to be granted in the US is about 15. It ranges from 14 years to 16 years. So that even gives another year younger in that statistics to include, and still about 4 times of older adults were killed in comparison. And that doesn't even take into account the 250,000 adults over age 65 plus who had injuries because of traffic accidents. And those injuries were not stipulated based on severity, so they could be minor contusions and concussions and bruises, or lacerations, or even bigger injuries that could have left them inbound in a hospital. So I think we all have had the experience of driving and feeling uncomfortable, or feeling like you might be close to being in an accident, and you look over, and a lot of the times I think it's older drivers who are huddled over their steering wheel and can't see. And that brings me to the next point. There's a lot of changes that happen in our body as we age, meaning, as we age, our vision changes. That can happen as early as 40 years old. And vision is something that can change and get progressively worse, or have even more changes occur and have more worsening changes occur at the same time. And muscle reflexes also decrease as we age. So we've all heard and all seen that our vision changes as we get older. We may not stand as tall or see as straight, and we can see that when we're driving, but then your muscle reflexes also change. So if your muscle reflexes are not as fast as they should be, and you're in a vehicle, which is a huge piece of machinery, and you are bound to cause an accident, you're not going to react as quickly, and it's going to be potential for injury for you, the driver, and for the other driver in the vehicle you may be coming near. So currently, right now, out of all 50 states and the District of Columbia, only 3 states have additional requirements to renew your license over the age of 65. Some states have no special requirements. New York is one of these. And some just require you renew it more frequently, so you pay that fee more frequently. Minimally, they have that you have to pass a vision test, but that's just a DMV vision test. It is not a vision test performed by an optometrist. And it's important to note that the American Optometric Association recommends that adults over 65 years old get a vision test every single year. The District of Columbia is very interesting because it actually does require a physical and mental competency to be signed off by a physician in order to have your license over that certain age. And in Illinois, they do require a road test at age 75. And another kind of anomaly is that Oregon requires vision testing starting every 8 years at age 50. So like I said, New York State has no renewal requirements additional. And they don't have a lot of significant data on older drivers in our state. However, 21% of our driving population is about 65 or older. So about a quarter of drivers in New York are over 65, and 11% of them make up the fatal and personal injury crashes in the state. So what to do? I think, based on the fact that the American Optometric Association requires that an eye exam should be done every year, that over 65 years old, that they should have a yearly eye exam by a doctor, and that proof must be sent to the DMV. We know vision changes as early as 40 years old, so why not have proof of that to make sure that everybody's at least seeing well? I also think that every 3 to 5 years, there should be a driver safety course mandated for the age over 65. Driver safety courses are mandated for teenagers in their 5 hour course, and they're mandated if you have so many points on your license. And I know a lot of the argument for them is not to have them due to the fact that they cost money. However, they do offer usually a percentage off the driving insurance if you take them. And I think another thing that would be really great is a road test required every 10 years over the age of 65. I think a lot of us forget a lot of the rules of driving as soon as we've been driving 5, 10, 15 years. So when you're older and your cognition might not be as well, having a requirement of a road test in those refresher courses will really help keep everybody safe and remembering what the laws are as they can change, and keep us all up to date and keep everybody safe on the road. I hope I've given you some things to think about and you might change your ideas on license renewal in the future.